everyone, my name is Madison and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be redesigning my resume. Y'all, I have not done like a resume redesign in probably like a year and a half or so, and I've never done one well, if that makes sense. It's just been kind of thrown together a little bit sloppy. Not like I didn't try, but like I want to do this thing for real. Like I'm going into industry trying to get a job at Google tomorrow type of thing. I am gonna do it on overleaf. I've never made a resume on overleaf before, and I've looked into templates. They look pretty cool. They look kind of hard to work with, but I'm just gonna sit down, do this right now, get it over with before the school year is like in full swing, that sort of thing. And then I have a fun software at the end that we're gonna try for the first time that gives you instant feedback on your resume. Again, I've never tried this before. I've kind of been waiting until I feel like I have a resume good enough to try it and just see how it goes. Like I said, want to have a good resume kind of set in stone before we are in like full exam mode, lab group project mode. So we're gonna sit down today and do that and see how that goes. This is gonna take a while. I have coffee back there. I need to make sure I'm ready to sit down and do this for like 2 or 3 hours, because resumes, if you're gonna do them well, take so long. So let's go. Okay, y'all, so I am trying to figure out what template I want to use. I previously had done my resume on Pages, and I kind of made my own template. And if you know, Pages is like Apple's free version of Google Docs, so it is no means like high tech, super good quality, anything like that. But I'm gonna try to redesign it on overleaf just because it will look a lot better. I feel like I can add more color, do different columns, and just make it look a lot more professional. So I started 2 different resumes, maybe even 3 different resumes here. I can't really tell what this middle one is. I started a few new resumes about a month ago, just trying to figure out what kind of template I liked. And the problem about overleaf templates is they're very hard to make changes to. So if you don't like every single thing about it, it's really hard to make changes to, because this is somebody else's like code. And if you don't understand how overleaf works, it's essentially like coding a Word doc or something like that. That being said, it makes it really hard sometimes to understand other people's code. So you can simply fill in the boxes for your information, put a photo in there, those sorts of things. But if you want to change the formatting, that can be really, really difficult. And that's kind of the problem I've run into, is I love everything about a template and I start working through it, and then I realize I have to use a skill kind of like scale where I like fill in how skilled at whatever I'm talking about I think I am. Like I'm 7 out of 10 at soldering or something like that, and I really hate that. I feel like it's so subjective and really hard to judge, so I really want to avoid that. That being said, I think I'm just going to start over, find a new template, and go from there, just because some of these, like I said, I've worked through a little bit and just am not loving it. So let's go find a template. Once you've logged into overleaf, which I get through my university, which is really nice, you can click on add a new project and then go down here to look at different templates. I'm gonna go with a resume, and then here you can see other people's templates that they've made, that they've uploaded for you to use. If y'all can see right here, this is what I mean by the skill bar, where you can fill in the scale on how skilled you think you are, which I really don't like, because I think it's so unrepresentative. I don't want to say, oh, I'm a 10 out of 10 at SolidWorks, and then I get to the company and they're like, okay, you don't know anything. I think it's all relative. So so many templates. There's probably 20 some pages of this, possibly even more. And some of these are really cool. I like the ones with the 2 different columns here. I like some extra color to it. And I'm looking for something eye-catching. So I found 3 that I really like, and I'm kind of going to talk through what I like, and gonna go and see what I can actually edit in the code before I commit to anything. So first off here, I have this nice purple one. Whoa, I did not realize it's 2 pages, not gonna lie. This is exactly the same as this one, but I think I like the red color scheme more than the purple, so we're gonna call that one out. But really like this one here. I can add a photo of myself, which would be nice. Experience and projects, I like how that's broken up. This strength section I would probably make skills, but I like how there's different little boxes around them. Can kind of help separate it out without making it like a list. This languages part, I'm hoping I can just take out, as well as education, just because I am only pursuing my bachelor's at the moment, and high school does not matter at this point. I'm hoping I can take out this section here, just because I feel like it's not super necessary. I'm also hoping to take out these 2 top parts here and just make the strength section more, a bit longer, and then add relevant coursework down here, which I don't think should be too hard. But overall, I really like the look of this, and I feel like the things I want to change are actually doable. I also kind of like this one. Again, I like the 2 columns. I like how I could take out this stuff and just have these 2 columns here. I like this little about me section here. I feel like that's something I would want to add onto this little spot here, or somewhere on here. I think it'd be nice to have an about me. And then just to kind of explain my goals and things like that. The few things I don't like, I don't love the color scheme, and I don't love how the background is gray, so I'm gonna go see if I can change that, but I like this one more, so we're gonna start out with this guy. It looks like I'm gonna be able to edit everything on here that I want to, so I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this. This always takes forever, so not overly excited to do this. I'm excited to kind of fill it in and like actually make some progress though, because internship applications are here so soon. So I'm gonna get started on this and check in with you in a little bit. I am loving where my resume is at so far. I think I'm gonna call it for the day. I feel like I've started it enough that I'm gonna make like negative progress, if that makes sense. But before I finish for the day, CU Boulder gives students, what's it called? We get access to this platform called VM Mock, and you can upload your resume 10 times for free, and it gives you instant feedback on things like words you've overused, places you could improve, things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to get some feedback on my resume, make some changes, and then call it, just because, like I said, y'all, I am loving it. I know it's like far from done, but the more I stare at it, the more I nitpick things, and like I said, I think I just need to like call it at some point, because I've been working on this for like almost 2 hours so far. But so excited. If you've never used overleaf for your resume, highly recommend. This is my first time doing it, and it looks so much better than I ever could have done on my own. So here is my resume all on one page. That is like, looks like a bullet point, and it's not. There we go. Okay, I obviously like have not put some of my personal information in here yet, just because of obvious reasons, but like I mentioned, I kind of wanted to leave this top part. It's good to put, you know, some contact information, where you live, things like that. I liked having a photo here. I try to make it a little bit bigger, but when I do so, this bottom line down here gets cut off, so we're just gonna leave that. I did end up putting an education part at the top just to highlight my degree, my expected graduation, and then my minor. as opposed to in the bottom right like the template originally had it. Kept the experience, my job, and the club I am the vice president of. The two main projects I've worked on, typically I like to tailor the projects to the internship I'm applying for, but I've kind of already decided that I'm only going to take the time to apply to internships that I actually am interested in, as opposed to just going for everything, which as of right now is things aerodynamics and fluids related. So I wanted to highlight those two projects on there just because these are the two most relevant to what I'm actually interested in. I think it's important to have a little about me statement to kind of describe yourself and what kind of opportunities you're looking for. Skills, we have soft skills up top and then hard skills on the bottom. Relevant courses, so these are courses I've already completed that are relevant to the things I'm applying for. And then current courses are the classes that I'm currently taking, just so that they can get a better idea of kind of where I'm at. And I never like to put my current courses under relevant courses just in case I don't pass them or something like that. Like, I think it's important to highlight that, like, this is something you're currently learning. Whoa. It's important to highlight that these are things you're currently learning, not things you've already finished, if that makes sense. And then down here, awards. I have mixed feelings on the award section just because they can be kind of controversial. I don't have any awards other than scholarships, but I wanted something to fill this kind of blank space down here. And not gonna lie, I'm a Lockheed Martin scholar, which is something I'm very, very proud of. And I don't like to talk about that a lot, but I do think it's important when I go to other companies looking for internships and things to highlight and say, okay, this company put a lot of faith in me. So maybe you will too, if that makes sense. Either way, there's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload this to this VM mock thing. I've never used this before, but part of me doesn't want to do this right now just because I only get 10 tries, but I am in my junior year, so I'm like, I gotta use it at some point. Like, I'm the kind of person that will just like not use something and save something because I'm like, oh, I'll do it later, and then I'll never actually, like, it'll go bad before I end up actually taking advantage of it, if that makes sense. So there's a video I'm supposed to watch that I'm not going to. Okay. So here we go. I can just upload my resume here and then it'll give me feedback. Oh, it looks like they even have a template you can use, but I just took all this time to make my own. So I'm gonna go ahead and download mine as a PDF. So I've got it all uploaded, as y'all can see. Ooh. It looks like it goes through this whole benchmark process where it figures out, I don't know. I honestly don't really know. I'm not going to say anything because I don't know what is happening. Okay, cool. So it looks like it gives you a score on your resume. I'm assuming from 0 to 100. Not gonna lie, pretty happy, to start off with a 72, considering like red is way down here. So then it looks like it breaks down the impact you had, your presentation skills, and competencies. Not gonna lie, I have no idea what that word means. Competence, I don't even know if I spelled that right. Competency. The ability to do something successful or efficiently. Okay, so apparently I'm like moderately efficient. Let's see. You can go through and view detailed feedback. Okay, so, ooh, that makes me happy. It looks like so for the impact, I got a score of a 37 out of 40. Focuses on the quality of content, focuses on the quality of content and its impact on recruiters. Action-oriented. I was specific with numbers and metrics. I didn't overuse words. And I avoided filler words. Okay, cool. I think this is what I was most nervous for. This is embarrassing. Presentation. Focuses on whether your resume is in sync with format requirements. Number of pages. I just used one, so woo. Overall format, it looks like I didn't format it like it was hoping I would, but we'll go through and look at that in a minute. Included essential sections, section specific, presentation standards. Apparently I have a spelling error, at least one spell check. Oh, you know what it is? It doesn't think the word, I can almost guarantee you that it doesn't think the word polars is a word. But the plural of a drag polar is drag polars. We'll see. I honestly bet that that's what that is. Competencies assesses how well you have reflected your 5 core competencies. Analytical was good. Communication, leadership, teamwork, and initiative. Okay, that is something I definitely want to put in there, is talk about like initiative and what's the word? Proactivity. I've been asked multiple times during interviews how I've been proactive. So let's see. Can I don't know if I can click on like specific things. It looks like I can get another 3 points for correct the format, fix some spelling errors, and then follow section specific guidelines. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what that means. View detailed feedback. Okay, cool. So I can go through and pick out what parts it liked, which is really cool. Oh, and I can even edit it here. What? Okay, this is cool. Y'all, some of this is absolutely hilarious. So it doesn't like how I have bullets in like 2 columns. Whatever. It doesn't like how I have color on here. It thinks all the text should be black. I completely disagree. I find it so much more eye-catching and easy to read when you have lines, things bulleted. Some things are in this nice red color up here. Whatever. We're just gonna ignore that. It doesn't like how I have a photo on here, and it also thinks that these are images. We're just gonna ignore that. It also thinks that the spacing is messed up over here because I have this like dashed line separating like soft skills and hard skills. Whatever. Another thing we're just gonna ignore. It thinks a LinkedIn URL should be included. I have the spot for it, I just haven't put it up there. Same thing with a phone number, it's up there. But I haven't actually put my own phone number up there. Whatever. And then spell check, it doesn't like how it says formants right here because this performance got like split up, if that makes sense. I will say though that I really hate when things get kind of split, like boundary layer right there throughout. So that is something I'm gonna go through and change. And then there was another thing that was funny. Oh, this made total sense. Under bullets, it also doesn't like how these 2 lines have a period at the end and none of the others do, which I think is a really good thing to point out. Competencies, I think this makes sense. Talk about initiative and proactivity and things more, so I'm going to go through and change that. And then again, it said the impact was pretty good. I still think there's probably some work that needs to be done with this, but overall, I really like this program, and I highly recommend it. It's called the VM Mock. Again, if anybody has ever heard of it, you might get a free kind of trial with it through your university. Like I said, I have 10 resume uploads I can do. I have 9 left, so pretty cool. Overall, y'all, I'm just gonna leave my resume there for now. I absolutely loved that VM mock thing. I honestly thought that was so cool. I do think it's important to maybe like reach out to some friends, peers. If you have anyone in industry that can give you some feedback, it's really important to kind of see if other people view it differently than you do, because obviously the computer, like the VM mock thing, is gonna have one opinion of it, and you're probably gonna have your own biased opinion of it. So I'm gonna try to do that, make some more changes to this, but I'm just gonna leave it for the day because I'm gonna rip my eyeballs out eventually. But I thought this was fun. If y'all have any advice or want any more like resume, internship, application type things, let me know. I'm in no way an expert, but I do feel like I have my fair share of experience and failures with it, so I can speak on that. But whew, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.